So we left off with Ben is just kind of trekking out to kind of check in on the folks who are still doing the search, make sure no one got lost, stuff like that. For the rest of you, most of the afternoon is open. Most of you guys have day jobs, are going to be fairly busy, stuff like that. Glomin, you and Lawrence arrive outside of the misplaced dinghy. You see an upside down dinghy, which is just a small boat, just mounted above the bar, and then written across it is the misplaced dinghy. It looks like a fairly standard dive bar of sorts.
I'll walk in.
Amazing. Lawrence is like, hey man, this place looks pretty cool. Look at that boat. It's upside down.
I know, trust me, that's a cool entrance. And it means this is the place to be put.
Talk about making an entrance. Hey, anyway, whatever, man.
Yeah, we should make an entrance.
Oh, hey, yeah, we can make an entrance. What if no one's inside? What if they're closed? Did we check if the doors are and it's 7 a.m.
That's every reason to make the entrance, just in case, even if one person's there, they know.
No, that's a good point. You know, that guy said he was here, the wheelchair guy. He said he was here.
Kane was here this morning, so maybe they
Kane.
just...
Is that his name?
Yeah, Kane was in the wheelchair. So maybe just people in this town just always stay at the pub.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. That's where I'm going to be. Hey. All right. Let's get wild. All right, let's go in. And he opens the door. It like opens in, and you see as soon as you walk in, the giant like kind of the long bar section is to your left, and to your right is like kind of like a makeshift stage. It's like 1.5 feet high, and there's like a DJ set up and some like speakers like pointed. And then there's a bunch of like seating and tables and stuff like that kind of in the center of the room. And then around, you see like there's more shit around the corner. You see some like glowing lights inside of one door. And you see behind the counter is kind of this like scrawny looking like younger fella. And he's like, hey, welcome. Hey, pretty early, you guys.
Hi, yeah, you must get lots of early customers because Kane was just in here.
Oh, Kane is always here. He likes to, drink away his sorrows, I guess. I don't know the guy. I just assume.
Oh. So it's just you in here now?
Yeah, hey, can I get you guys anything? Or
Lawrence, what would you like?
Oh, yeah, hey, man, is there any, I don't know when he turned into Macho Man, Randy Savage, but it happened. Oh, yeah, I'd like a beer. I'm going to pull you through a table.
You want to step into a Slim Jim?
Yeah, he's like, hey, yeah, anything, I'll take something local. Yeah, that'd be all right. And I was like, yeah, we got some local beers. They brew like, I don't really know. I don't really understand much of it, but
I'll take a local too. Also, do you perhaps happen to have a tub large enough that I can fit in and can hold water?
A tub? We do have a pretty big sink out back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you mind while my good friend Lawrence here has a local, I just chill out in the sink for a bit. Just want to soak myself.
Give me a persuasion check. Who goes into a bar? It's like I know exactly what you're doing. Be the dungeon master, but old barkeep.
Oh, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, beautiful. He looks at you, he's like, I don't see anything wrong with this request. Yeah, it's out back. I'll show you. I'll show you right where it is.
Thank you.
He like opens a door and there's like these large shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Brewery things, the big brewery things.
Oh, like the big barrels thing.
Yeah, like the metal tub things.
Metal, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. There's like 3 of those along the wall, and along the opposite side, there's like a couple of littler, like smaller sinks, and then like kind of a larger tub, probably for washing some of the equipment and stuff like that, like sanitizing. And he's like, "Go wild, I guess. I guess I'll give you some privacy. I'll close the door, and then I'll just be out here, I guess."
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cool. Yeah, no problem, man. What's your name? Sorry.
It's Glomin.
Oh, Glomin. Nice to meet you. I'm Dale.
Dale, the bartender at the pub.
I knew it, Hidgon. I knew the look on your face. Yeah, I do a part-time thing here. It's good fun.
Well, you look like a cool guy, but and I'll start slowly taking off my backpack and unbuttoning my shirt.
He's like, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
like,
see
close the door, and you're just like in this brewery room by yourself taking a bath.
Yeah, so I turn on the taps, put the plug in.
Give me a perception check while you're in there.
Oh, yeah. 10.
10. Yeah, 10. There's a ton of machinery. You have no idea what any of it does for the most part. You just kind of look around and you're like, hey, this looks pretty neat. There's like a stack of, there's a bunch of paperwork. There's like a little work desk and stuff like that, but there's a stack of papers. And as you're kind of like getting undressed too, and you're like filling up the big basin type thing, you notice that it looks like a missing persons poster, and then like another like a stack of like bulletins on the table.
I see these missing person posters, and I take the top one up and have a look.
There's a picture of like a fairly young woman, and it says across the top, missing. And then underneath the picture of this woman, she's got like kind of like wavy brown hair, and it's a black and white photo. So you don't really know what color the hair is, I guess. And and below it says Catherine Bell, last seen August 1st, last known location, library. Please call, and then it's got a number scribbled there for the local PD. If you spot anything.
I will fold it up and pocket it.
Okay.
And then have a kind of quick like pinch through like all the other ones just to see if I notice anything jumps out to me. Yeah,
sure. Give me an investigation check while you're kind of thumbing through all that stuff.
16.
16, nice. The top stack, it's written in like Comic Sans, and there's like awkwardly like MS Paint pasted in images, like they're just like blocky, and there's no real editing done, but it says town hall meeting. Bring your friends, bring your family tonight, 6 p.m. Town hall, Main Street. That's all it says.
I will pick that up and see that it says bring your friends and I will quickly run within the hour, run out back to the bar, forgetting that I'm naked, and go, Lawrence, we're gonna go to the town hall meeting.
Like spits out his beard. Jesus, grass man, you got no clothes on.
Oh, it's okay. You'll get used to this. But anyway,
I don't have my beer.
Town hall meeting tonight. I'm gonna go back and have my bath.
Yeah, man, you do that, and you hear Dale go, "Oh yeah, there's this this lady went missing. They're having like a big old meeting, and I think someone wanted me to go. I don't know.
What was the missing lady's name?
Cat, Katie, Gazelle.
Catherine?
I don't know. Catherine. Catherine was it.
Catherine.
Yep. Yeah, she was a librarian or something like that.
Oh. And she just up and vanished.
Yeah, I guess so, man. She's only been gone for a day, and people think that's weird. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, there's a whole town hall meeting for one day.
Yeah, I've been missing for a couple of days, and people don't really seem to pay much mind to it.
Who called the meeting? Do you know?
Probably the mayor. I would guess. Seems like a mayory. If you have a job and it's mayor, you may as well call it a town hall meeting. Yeah. I might go make a TikTok out of it.
Oh, yeah. If you need me to help, I'm there.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Like a guest appearance.
Yeah.
I've got 63 followers.
No way.
6 more, and I'm gonna call it quits. You know what I'm saying?
No, you gotta make a thank you where you say thank you for the 64 followers.
Yeah. I should make a thing. Yeah, like
thank
a really
you
nice,
video, yeah.
Really
thank
tasteful. I'll go down to the beach, like the waves and stuff. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, you're still naked, and this is weird now.
Yeah, I've been standing here a while now. I'm gonna have my bath.
You close the door and you hear Lawrence be like, hey man, I don't know. I picked him up on the side of the road. Seemed like a nice dude. Takes all sorts. As we kind of dissolve from this little meeting here. Is there anything major anyone wants to take care of before the meeting? I know Ben was out and about in the forest, or at least looking to track down some people. I know Xander was heading to have a little chat, maybe with or set up an account.
I'm just looking to find. I didn't take lightly the comment that Doreen made about there's 20 out searching and we'll be lucky if we get 10 back. And, I know how unforgiving the woods can be, especially deeper in and the darker it gets. So I just want to make sure that everybody is accounted for. I'm basically going to go out to the extent as far as it'll go into the coast. And then make my way back, making sure that everybody's kind of hitting their checkpoints.
Okay, cool.
And from there, I'll head off into
before you get into that. Sorry, I have a quick question. Are frog people normal?
I literally am just picturing a slightly older version of Froggy from the Little Rascals.
I will tell. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait. No, I'll say this is a podcast, so I can't say you want to see a picture.
If you want to go to our Twitch and or YouTube, you can see a picture today.
Yeah,
I'll turn you into a pretzel.
So if a normal everyday human being sitting in a bar sees a naked frog man run out, they're just like, oh shit, you're naked? You're a frog?
Listen, I set Dale's character up in the perfect manner for this situation.
if anybody would be okay with it. Yeah, if anybody would be okay with it, it's fucking Dale.
Goddamn Dale.
It's funny because when I was writing my notes and I wrote Dale's name, I put in brackets, fucking Dale.
Yeah. The first time I asked him to go to the town hall meeting, he said, as long as it's after 4:20, man. Idiot.
Boy.
Amazing. To answer your question, out of character, Dale doesn't seem to notice that anything is wrong, really.
That tracks.
Yeah. And Lawrence is a cool dude on a road trip.
Emphasis on the trip.
Yeah. He's road tripping.
Yeah. We can't stop here. This is frog person country. Stops anyway. Picks up a hitchhiker.
Gives the frog a joint.
Yeah. Just Lawrence things.
Fuck.
What would Lawrence do?
I think we need a Lawrence Twitter account to go with this.
Yeah, exactly. Ben, how about you give me a nature. Let's do nature. Give me or survival. Let's do a survival check because you're kind of trying to help all these folk. You're trying to locate them and make sure they're all good and such.
Yes. So I'm doing a nature survival. Is that what's happening?
Just survival. Just survival. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Amazing. Yeah, you're driving down the road and you see like a provincial forestry vehicle kind of parked on the side of the road and some cop cars behind it. And you see like an older gentleman there, and he's kind of got like a couple of radios laid out on the front of his rig. And he's kind of like leaning over the bonnet, and he's got like a little cup of coffee, and he looks over his shoulder and like kind of puts up his hand and gives you a wave as you're kind of driving down. You're driving towards the town from Beaconside, basically. So the mountain's behind you. You're driving kind of towards the town.
What kind of system do we have set up? Because, I mean, the police force are largely in charge of searching. They're kind of leaning on us for other stuff. Are they... Do I have any contact apart from Chuck?
Chuck, is the police chief. So he's not out actually searching or anything.
Okay.
But they brought in some extra help from outside because you just don't have the manpower here, right?
All right. I'm going to actually head down to the coast to see if the guys coming in on the Zodiac found anything. And from there, I'll make my way back to make sure that, everybody was kosher in everything that went on. And from there, I will swing by the police station on my way to the town meeting and just verbally hand over any information I have to Chuck.
Okay, cool. You kind of give a little bump as you're heading past, and the gentleman there kind of gives you a wave as you pass on by, and you head towards the coast. It's not really that long of a drive. It's about 15 minutes to get down there. You head down, and there's a couple of vehicles parked, and you can see like kind of out on the horizon. There's a boat coming in, and you figure maybe that's it.
All right,
there's a couple of people standing around. Cool. A couple more. I'd say probably they're still kind of they're not coming into dock, and they take a few minutes, the better part of like another 20 minutes, half an hour, and then they pull in, and you see a couple of guys in like scuba gear kind of just like starting to take off their stuff, and there's another gentleman on the back of the Zodiac. Like, hey, how's it going?
Oh, not so bad. How are you?
We didn't find anything, so maybe I'm good, maybe I'm bad. I don't know, man. It's hard to say, Kind of hope you find something, then you kind of hope you don't find something.
We're not skimming a pond. This water's pretty unforgiving, so I'm less than hopeful, but hopeful at the same time.
Yeah, you never know. You really don't know. Yeah, sorry. It's Ben, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. I was told that there was only 2 gentlemen working at the local rangers, and I was told one of them is basically a teen. So I figured you're Ben.
Yeah, that was a fair assumption. You didn't happen to find the other ranger at the bottom of the water there when you were skimming, did you? I haven't seen him in a couple of days.
No, I don't really know what he looks like, to tell you the truth, and didn't find anything, so no one wearing a ranger's outfit.
You'd be able to identify him because his phone is fused to his hand.
Oh, yeah. You know, my daughter's same way, man.
I have no kids. I feel like I have 5 deep working with this one.
That's how it feels. Yeah, that's how it feels.
All right, as long as it's not special to me. All right. Well, okay. I'm going to go, I guess, do an inventory of the volunteers we have from at town, and I'll pass everything over to the chief. I'll see you at the town hall.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll a couple of us will be there, and we'll give some information.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, you head off. Xander, you're kind of heading down the road on your motorcycle. You see a couple of cop cars, and you see some other vehicles passing by. Traffic is not super heavy in this right now. This time of year, it's not super heavy, but you make your way downtown, and eventually you do find yourself down to the down to the town hall. You know it because again, Roland has been doing some security work, just installing some basic security cameras, a pretty light networking system to not confuse the people who need to operate it and such.
So it's his Roland setup is like idiot proof, or is it proofed by an idiot?
You can, if you want to go in and take a look at all of it, you can be the judge. But yeah, you pull up outside. There's 2 vehicles just outside the town hall. Nothing crazy right now.
Okay. I guess I'll park my bike like out front, but like where people don't want it to be parked. I'll park it, and then I'll.
You park in the stripey.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like where people don't want it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a fire hydrant there.
Yeah. So I'll go inside and go to the desk and look for Lily.
Yeah, you walk in. You open there's like 2 glass doors, and it's a nice, like, kind of cozy interior. It's like a lot of hardwood, and there's some like rugs and some like waiting seats and stuff like that. But there's a little semicircular desk in the front, and you see this lady kind of just sitting there, and she like looks up and she's like, "Oh, hey, we spoke earlier. Did I get your name? I didn't get your name, but you're with Equinet, right?"
Yeah, it's Xander.
Oh, Xander, right.
Yes.
You see her like scribbling something down.
Yes. It's Xander.
Ah,
yes.
I spelled it with a Z.
I figured. Okay. Yeah. So, can you give me some information about this meeting of like where you would like your cameras and stuff, so I can give you an accurate quote?
Yeah, Jack, he just said he kind of wanted it filmed. I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't really understand any of this.
That's helpful.
He maybe just like one camera. Is that
solo camera? Okay. Would you like a microphone, or are you going to use the camera mic? You probably use the camera mic, eh?
If the camera has a mic, that sounds great.
Yeah. I can totally do that for you.
I'm dying inside. Me, Justin.
Yeah. Because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
And I was like, of course I have to say camera mic. There's no other option.
Yeah, okay. So, do you mind, if you're not too busy there, can I get you to show me the room where you'd like everything set up so that I can kind of take a boo at it?
Yeah. And she like looks around. She's like, I'm not busy. And she heads out, and you guys just literally take left from the building, and there's another kind of like a hall, sort of like just like an older house type building. And she opens the door, and it seems like a room big enough to fit maybe like 50 people, 60 people. There's like a somewhat of a makeshift stage at the far end of the room, and that's
so is this
it.
like
There's some
50 or 60 people like COVID distance, or is this regular distance?
like sitting, like if they were to set out chairs and have some kind of seating arrangement, you'd probably fit 60 people comfortably on seats.
Okay. All right. So can I do an investigation to see if there's anything striked up of like where Roland set his garbage set up last time?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll investigation. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a 12 and 5. Okay. So 17. Yeah.
Amazing. 17. You 17. You don't see anything in here, but you think about when you just walked into that building, you kind of just like look around out of habit, and you did notice there's some standard like security cameras, like they're just black and white, kind of just like hanging in the corner, and there's some like
like the
cabling going
CCTV
around.
stuff, just the regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I chase those down to see if they're being recorded or if they're just for show?
You leave the little town hall area, you head back into the office, and Lily's like, okay. Then she follows. She's like, you head back in and you look, and you can actually see the wiring, and it heads to like a little back room, and it's kind of like an amp room type situation, like a network room. Sure enough, there's like a little, like a little network switch and a little computer set up. And then when you kind of move the mouse, it has like the Equinit
Oh yeah. Okay.
logo floating.
So do I have the login for that? If it's our logo?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to log in and kind of start everything up just so that I can see his angles and what he's doing.
Nice. Yeah. I'll carry over that 17 investigation. You see there's kind of like a small lobby. There's a camera in there pointing out through the glass doors. There's one in the secretary area. You see an office with like a large desk and like a very like really nice chair, like lots of plants and stuff like that, and lots of filing cabinets and stuff. You assume that might be the mayor's office. There's no one in there right now, but you see that. And you see there's another camera outside, and that seems like the full setup.
Okay. The thing that I'm looking for is to see if there's like almost like an office records room. But I want to kind of shield it so that Lily, if she's in the room with me, doesn't see what I'm doing.
She's sitting at her desk.
Okay,
but,
so she don't care, right? She's not there. Okay.
You don't see any other rooms, just the rooms list that I just mentioned. There's no like on the cameras at least.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm just gonna go back and then set up the singular camera that she wants in the middle of the room for the meeting, and I'm gonna go get a sandwich, I think.
Sweet. Yeah. You set up easy enough. Takes you maybe an hour, if that, as you're kind of going about everything, and you might run to actually get some equipment and come back, kind of a deal.
Okay.
For the rest of everyone, I think it's Ed and Anne. Ed, is there anything you kind of are out showing this family some?
I was when I said sandwich, I was thinking of making my way to where Anne's at to like eat.
Oh, okay, so you're going for like Bethyl
like
House
something.
cool.
Just because I'm done, like I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, for sure, sounds good. You start making your way to the Bethyl House, where most locals go for breakfast and brunch. Yep. Ed, was there anything you're looking to take care of? Again, you're kind of showing this family some of the trails. You guide them over like the layout and the trail markers and all that fun stuff.
And whenever they're done, just kind of make sure they know where they're staying in town, and probably provide them with like a brochure of the area and like a little map and whatever. And gonna head back to the cabin and just make sure I have all my gear packed up, like all the ammo and all that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna put that into the truck. And seeing James has kind of made Ed a little on edge. You're not used to seeing him or anyone else like that pop by unannounced, so he's going to go out to his shed, and in a little hidden spot somewhere within his shed, he's going to take out a small case and take out a pistol and a holster for it, and just kind of check it over, make sure everything's good with it, grab some ammo for that as well, and put it underneath the seat of the driver's seat in the truck. And I'd say around that time he's probably just going to head on to the meeting.
Sweet. Easy to do. You kind of, there's like a heavy vibe that seems to follow James, and certainly a little bit of uneasiness there. What's Anne up to for the afternoon?
I would say she was probably up pretty early to get all the baking and the cooking done for the breakfast rush. So after everything faded out around like noon, she probably went back to the guest house where she lives, which is on the back of the property of the B&B, and just had a nap. She's got to go to this town meeting at 6, so she's gonna like
that nap
hang out at home. Not deal with people for a minute.
Sweet. I dig it. Cool. Well, I think for that, most of the day is taken up with you guys just kind of going about your business. Wait, one thing before I move on. Glomin, give me a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to do it too. Lawrence gets a natural 20.
Yes, Lawrence. 19.
19, amazing.
19.
You guys have been drinking all fucking day, and you feel pretty fine. You feel pretty good.
Amazing.
Lawrence is like, "Hey man, these bear are a piece of piss, hey."
I just think we're bros. We're just built for this.
Oh man, I'm rearing to go. Let's get turned up at this town hall meeting. All right.
Town hall.
Woo! You guys like stumble out of the misplaced dinghy, and you're just kind of like stumbling down the street, and you see there's actually quite a few people. Kind of cars are pulling up and parking, and you see kind of people funneling in a direction, and you guys just take that as a cue to follow suit.
Yeah, we follow suit, and follow in.
How is it that Tom always gets a pet NPC? Like, this literally happened within 5 minutes of his character being introduced.
It's true.
I'm 100% Team Lawrence now. Like, I'm sold.
I wonder.
You always get the pets.
Did you plan for Lawrence to be such a large character?
Fuck no, I didn't.
I already have a name for the boat replacement of Lawrence.
Yeah.
It is Orance.
Orance, yeah.
Orance.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. If anyone watching wants to go check out our Patreon, you can watch our home game and find out what we're talking about. All this and more. The day, it's still daylight. The daylight lasts quite a while. It's certainly not going to fade out for a few hours at least. But residents begin to file into the small town hall building located in the heart of downtown. Now, the downtown area is strictly kind of a local name almost, as it's not entirely down as in south, nor is it a town, but it's kind of just a meeting point where two of the towns where Light Harbor meets Iso Cove, more or less. But it's a location where lots of stores get set up. Just kind of along the coast, lots of lovely restaurants and coffee shops, corner stores, bakeries, and pretty much anything else there is to find, really. Excuse me. Yeah, everyone begins to file into the town hall. While everyone's filing in, is there anything anyone is looking to take care of? While you see a bunch of people are kind of going in and getting sorted. A lot of people you kind of recognize from around town, and they're kind of sitting down and taking their spots inside the town hall.
I would say Anne is making a move to get to the most inconspicuous, least visible place possible.
Sweet. And you know what? This is a good point. Anne, give me a perception check.
Okay. That is... Sorry, one moment. Ooh, that's 19.
19. Amazing. You see kind of like this older gentleman with like a kind of a grizzly graying beard and like a very, very, very faded shirt and like a trucker cap, and he looks pretty hammered and just a straight up frog person. Just a 4-foot frog.
All right.
In a hoodie.
Are they like well into the meeting, or are they just filtering in with everyone?
We're high-fiving everyone, going, town hall!
Okay, so they're making a scene because they're fucking wasted. Right.
I love the town hall hype crew. Town hall.
I would say Anne is definitely still trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but like she definitely wants to keep them within sight because that's going to be the best thing that's going on at this town hall meeting.
Fucking amazing.
Ben walks in. Is somebody playing Sandstorm on a boombox?
Do.
Oh yeah, I should turn my boombox on.
Yeah.
Glomin, you turn on your boombox. Glomin, give me a performance check.
Oh God.
I love that there's so much hype, and then when it goes quiet, it's like, oh, there's a child still missing.
For pennies a day, you can sponsor this.
It's a 22.
Oh, man.
Glomin, you turn on your boombox. 22. You're just fucking like grooving, and Lawrence is like, yeah, this is the shit. This is the best town hall meeting I've ever been to. Holy, this is the first town hall meeting I've ever been to. I'm off to a great start. 100% success rate. Is that right? Hey, let's get some shots. You see people with their families are like, what the fuck is going on?
I go back out to the truck to make sure that it's locked because there's, like sharp things and guns in there.
Am I in the building yet? I would presume so.
If you wanted to be, you could be. You'd be in already setting up. I would imagine.
So I would see this frog person. Yes.
Give me a perception check.
That's a 5 total.
5 total. You are far too busy setting up the camera and microphone. Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Was everything okay when I stopped by to talk to the Chief Chuck?
Chuck wasn't in the office, and you see him now as you walk into the town hall. Chuck is actually on the stage again. It's kind of like a makeshift stage near the back, and you see Chuck and the mayor. Chuck is wearing like a very formal officer's jacket, and you see some pins above his breast, and he's just kind of like having a chat with the mayor.
Oh, good. You said pins. I know they're like, badges of honor, but I was picturing like a Goonies skull and I've been at Chuck E. Cheese and Hard Rock Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, the police get bonuses for all the flair on their jackets.
No, Chuck has got 8 Hard Rock pins from different locations.
Okay.
Hard Rock Mexico, like
when I
Hard Rock Cancun.
When I see that he's up on the stage, I have this awkward moment where I was like looking for a place to sit, and I see him up there, and I'm like, should I be up there? Slowly make this awkward way towards the front. Like maybe I should, but I don't want to. I don't know if I'm supposed to. And then I'll just whatever. And I won't even sit. I'm just gonna lean against the wall to the side of where all the chairs are set up.
Sweet.
On the way there, Ed's going to keep an eye out for other vehicles that stand out quite a bit, like James might have.
Like the black Mercedes-Benz SUV.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check as you're kind of just driving about.
15 total.
15 total. Nothing on the highway. You just see a bunch of rentals, like 4x4 vehicles kind of going all over the place, really fucking just going wild. People driving
ripping
around.
Donuts in the middle of the highway.
yeah. You get the younger crowd, who just want to go nuts. That's all they want. They want a Jeep and they want to go off road. That's it. That's their vacation sorted.
Oh, that's all energy is really leaking out around.
You see a couple of your ATVs you rent out drive up past you on the highway.
I want to have a quick glance around to see if Dale is there.
Dale?
Yeah.
Give me a. Hold on. Before you do this, we're gonna go back in time. Glomin, you and Lawrence are at the bar, and Dale has just been feeding you guys drinks. And Dale's like, "All right, guys, I gotta get clean. I gotta clean up this." Dale's been drinking too. Dale's fucking hammered. Dale's like, I gotta clean up. There's someone else coming in. I gotta get to the ranger station. I'm a ranger. Watch the forest. I have to go to the woods, man.
Right now?
I think so. Yeah, I think they'll fire me if I don't.
Oh. Well,
I'm a little bit tired though. I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah. Well, just take a lie down instead. Fine.
Here?
Hey, I mean, maybe you could come to town hall, though.
Maybe I could go take a bath, man. I didn't even know I could take a bath out there.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a bit of a squeeze for you, but it was it was delightful for me.
I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna live stream taking a bath. All my followers.
Yeah, you should do like a Q&A session with your followers, something in the bar.
All Q&A
guidelines.
All Q&A live stream a bath.
Yeah. What's your name? I'll send some questions in. What's your TikTok?
My TikTok is Big Dale 6969.
I pull out my phone and search Big Dale 6969 and hit follows.
See, his first video that shows up is just him doing this really weird dance to the most hick country music and a wall of guns behind him. And you watch this video and then at the end, getting close to the minute mark, you hear Dale, what the fuck did I tell you about being in the gun room? Get the fuck out of this room.
I watch that video and laugh and then share to my followers with a caption saying, "It's always good to see the other side."
We forward through time. Ben, you look around, you don't see Dale anywhere.
Why couldn't he be missing?
For all you know, you haven't seen Dale in days.
All right, I'll put a sign out or something, or I'll call his mom.
you guys all file in eventually after the party outside. Apparently that Lily seems very confused. She's like, I don't remember organizing a party, but this is great. People seem hyped. This is awesome. And she goes and sits near the front, kind of near you, Ben. Everyone kind of starts piling in. The mayor, let me
my camera system, before like we started this whole thing, I want to make sure that I'm recording the footage on our server. And,
cool. Yeah, you can kind of set.
I want to forward it
like an
to
auxiliary.
my hideout, like private server.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. That's easy enough to do. You can just set a different output and more or less like live stream it,
right.
Basically. You see the mayor, Jack Arlett, gets up on the pseudo stage and plants himself in front of the lectern. He's a kind of a heavy set man. He's balding, like completely bald, but a very large kind of curled mustache. He's got an old timey button up like blazer over like a vest and a shirt and a tie. He kind of looks like he's straight out of like the 40s. He goes up to the lectern and kind of like just hammers down. And he takes his gavel and taps a couple times. It's like,
friends, colleagues, workers, cops, rangers, residents. I'm happy to see all your faces, but as we know, there's one face missing from here that shouldn't be. Word has it that word has been spreading that Catherine Bell went missing the other night. It isn't strictly true. We say the other night, and it was a few nights ago, but we've been trying to find her before we decided to call in everyone. Catherine Bell hasn't been seen since she left work at the library late Friday evening. We got word that she gathered up her things as she always does, made her way to the car, and that same car was found Saturday morning, doors open, battery dead, gas empty between downtown and the Beacon. But myself and Chuck here, and he kind of points over to the police chief, who kind of like gives a little wave. We didn't wish to alarm anyone or make any deal out of it until we were sure there was a problem. As most of you know, it's been quite some time since we've had anyone go missing on the shore. Last missing persons case was, 4 years ago now. Mr. Elias Grava. Still think about him to this day. We don't suspect foul play. We're trying our best to find reasoning outside of the fact that both Mr. Grava and Miss Bell were both librarians in town. That seems a little bit odd, but that's not a job for all you here tonight. We need to find Catherine. We need to bring her home safe and sound. I'll leave the finer details of this search up to the police chief Chuck here, but I want you all to know we're not taking this lightly. It's an uneasy time for the area with the big seasonal push that's coming up on the horizon. I know you're all working tirelessly, but I brought you here in hopes that you all can work just a little bit more for one of our own. I'll give the stage here to Chuck. Thank you all. Godspeed. Let's bring her home. And Jack steps back and there's an awkward, like, do we clap? Jack like points. Yeah, Jack points. He's like, thank you, young man. Thank you, gentlemen.
Chuck, police chief, takes front and center. He's kind of he's got like a graying push broom mustache and his graying hair sticking out from his police hat, like his formal hat. He gets up.
Yes. Thank you, Jack. Couldn't have said it any better myself. I'm going to get straight to business, folks. We called you all here because we know you care about this town as much as we do. The plan is simple, but effective. I will be assigning teams. Each team will consist of a few of all of you. You will be given a number. We got a map near the back dictating when and where your team number should be located at 7:30 tonight. That is roughly an hour from right now. Sun's going to be going down not long after that. Make sure you all grab some warm clothing, flashlights, anything else you need. I don't need to be a ranger, and he points to you, Ben, to tell you all that there are in fact dangerous wildlife in the woods. Even a deer can be dangerous when they feel trapped or cornered. We will conduct a fire line style search of Gloomwood, heading north of where Catherine's car was located.
Ben interrupts to be like, we're actually up into the double digits of deer attacks so far this year, so everybody be on guard.
We don't all want to end up like Dale. We all know what happened to Dale 2 weeks ago. We don't want another instance. I got that call. I had to go out in them woods myself. Wasn't pretty to see a boy like that. Thank you, Ben.
I'm gonna shout out, Big Dale 6969.
So do I?
Glomin has been officially marked by Ben, so I'm gonna be keeping my eye on him.
Do I notice him now when he does that?
Okay, everyone who hasn't rolled a perception check, you've already rolled, Xander. Everyone who hasn't rolled a perception check that isn't Glomin or Xander, I guess, or Anne. So that's just Ed and Ben. I'm sorry, I should have just...
7.
I should have just said Ed and Ben.
7.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, beautiful. 7, you see a guy in a hoodie with there's 2 drunk guys in the back, and that seems normal. You're like fucking drunkards. Sorry, dirty 20. You look back and you like, Ed, you're trying to focus on this guy, and you have to like take a second glance and you look a little bit harder, and there's something like off about this fella in the back. You can't quite figure it out, but you know there's something strange about one of these fellas in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on them as things go on. I'm just assuming that they're, well, I don't recognize them, so I'm assuming that they're part of the company.
Right. I got you. The police chief is like,
yeah, thank you. Please, I'll finish my speech and then if you have questions, we'll get to it. Listen, we're going to be heading north from where Catherine's car was last located. We'll supply each team with a radio. If you find Catherine, you are to report back right away with your team number and your rough location, maybe how many minutes you've been walking so we can get an idea. We know your starting location. That will help us. Each radar is equipped with a GPS. Don't worry, we won't let you get lost. All right, let's get to it.
And Chuck begins, he hauls out like a little clipboard, and he begins calling out names from like a sign-in sheet. Coordinating with a sheet of his own, he starts designating numbers, and you see people getting up and kind of grouping up and having like small conversations. People are checking in. People head to the back and look at the map along the wall. It's kind of just like a map of the city, a map of the entire area. And it's near the end when Chuck starts reading out the final names. He's like, all right, down to the end here. Sorry, folks, keep it down. Excuse me, keep it down, please. Definitely not, we're definitely not scraping the bottom of the barrel, because I think this is our strongest team yet here. Listen, folks, we know out of every team, having Ed and Ben and our lovely Anne over here is our best shot of finding Catherine. We all know these people. We've all seen them around town. We've all had that breakfast. You three know this area like the back of your hands. Sorry, Xander there, I know you're working, I know you're new to the area, but we need all the hands we can get here. A lot of knowledgeable folks, and you seem like one of them. And I'm sorry, but I know 4 is the smallest team. We didn't... sorry, there's a couple more people. Sorry, gentlemen in the back. Sorry, I didn't get your names. Yeah. I'm going to assign you to their team. You just follow this gentleman here. His name is Ben. He's a local ranger with the parks. He'll sort you out. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I know you all can handle yourselves. Not the biggest team. Most of them are running with 7-8 people, but I have a lot of faith in this one. Chuck looks over you all and gives a knowing nod. He's like, all right, grab a radio from the back, take a look at your map, meet at your number at 7:30, and thanks again, folks. And that's where we're going to end the first episode of Null Shore. Woo! Oh my God. Thank you all for watching. Hey, check us out on social media at nofamepod. If you want to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/nofamepod. Does anyone want to plug their social media or anything else at this time?
Could everyone check out my TikTok at BigDale6969?
Yes.
I created a page for Xander that's it's Xander Rheid on Instagram and Twitter, and it's RHEID for Rheid. And I'll just plug the clothing that I so frequently wear is from a local Halifax company, 902 Lit. So you can check them out. It's 902_lit_clothing.
Sick.
Yeah, cool.
Anyone else?
I'm just going to leave everybody with a pearl of wisdom from our favorite Twitter girl, Gail Walden.
Enlighten us.
5 days ago, she tweeted out, being alive is very time consuming. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. Thanks, Gail.
Gail Walden 6, legend, absolute legend. That's it from everyone. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Null Shore. Listen, we're going to be putting out these episodes as best we can every week, and when we can't, we're going to put out some other systems, maybe some side questy type stuff, one shot stuff like that. So be sure to check us out. Till then, we will catch you later on. Bye. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for listening. The No Fame podcast Null Shore is Justin Crane as Dungeon Master, Sinéad Marguerite as Anne, Justin Gaudreault as Xander, Tom Pickup as Glomin, Patrick O'Reilly as Ed, Matt Hidgon as Ben. Intro music written and recorded by Justin Crane at Crane Audio. All other music supplied by Epidemic Sounds. Be sure to follow us at nofamepod. Check us out at patreon.com/nofamepod, and we will catch you later on.
Party.
You know what?
Come on, Glomin.
Okay, while we're waiting for Patrick, I need to quickly make a goddamn token for Lawrence because I didn't expect Lawrence to be.
Tom, Lawrence.
Yes.
Lawrence.
Lawrence's natural 20 is the best moment so far.
It was the first one of the campaign.
Bye.